So guys, welcome to a new week. Last week was a crazy one, and we told you guys in the analysis that price was most likely going to come down to this fair value gap area, this support area, and would react from there. And price did come down there and reacted from there. Let's go to the 4 hour, and as you can see, it created a heads and shoulders over here, and then reacted and went up like we anticipated. And so that's why we always say make sure to watch our analysis, our videos, so you have an idea of what price will most likely do. So now we're in a new week. Let's share with you our thoughts on the charts. Let's start from the monthly like we normally would. So going down to the monthly, we're going to have to be fast with this. Going down to the monthly, gold is still generally overall bullish, right? So we should still be looking for buys. As you can see, price has begun to push up from this zone, from this point that it came back down to. So where should we be looking for our buys? Generally, we should be looking for our buys at this breakout, right? So there are two main points we'll be looking for buys, but first of all, we'll be looking for buys at this point, which is 3130 level. That's the first level we're seeing here first now on the monthly. Let's mark that out first. So what's this? We're looking for price to come down to that zone. Then let's go to the weekly. On the weekly, we'll be looking for price to come back down to this 50% of the previous week, which is somewhere around here, which is a 3101 level. So we can remove the Fibonacci now. So this is the main place we're looking for price to come down to. But price could also react from this top part, this top place right here. Okay, so let's go to the daily. We would need to remove some of these lines. Yes, it's becoming very stoppy. Let's remove this. Then with the 50% level, I'd like for this to be here still. So when price gets there, we'll take note of it. Okay. Then we can remove this. Good. So now, the areas we can be taking good note of would be this level, this point that price broke out from, because price will most likely come down there, and when price gets down there, price would most likely react from that zone, right? Price will most likely react from the zone. But when price reacts from the zone, price might also come back lower to this point. All right, price might come down lower to this point. Let's change the color of this to something like this. Price might come down lower to this point. All right. So the first level we'll be looking for buys from would be this level, 3168. Price will come there and most likely react from there and bounce up. But I also believe price will also come lower to somewhere around here, right? And might react from there and bounce up from there. Now, if price doesn't react from this zone, this 50% level immediately, then it might come down lower to somewhere around this point, which is going to be around 3004. Okay, so these are the levels we're going to be looking for buys from. Now it might look a little bit messy, so but shit, where's the tool? So something like this nature, we might look for price, we might buy from that point up, but price will most likely come down lower after going up. And if price does come down lower, it doesn't react from there, then we'll be looking for buys from somewhere around here, right? And if that doesn't hold, then it might come down lower to this point, coinciding with this level, right? So those are the things we'll be looking out for. Now those are three key levels we'll be looking out for buys from, right? I think it's as simple as that. You don't need to, it's not difficult to understand. the levels we'll be looking for buys from. But the two main levels I'll definitely get a buy from around here, most likely. This first level 3169, and then once price gets into this 50% level area, we're going to now start looking for buys from that zone. Let me remove this. So somewhere around this zone, we'll be looking for buys somewhere around this area. All right, so we just keep a close eye on the market, and we'll see what will happen. But I'm not sure price will come down to this point. Price might react from here, but if it doesn't react from there, then if it comes lower, very good, and then it will most likely react from there and go up. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking for in this new month. It's as simple as that. So we just need to keep an eye on the chart and see what happens. But most likely this first level, we're going to be looking for buys at that level. So that's what we think. That's what I'm seeing. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see. So good. On the 4-hour, price will most likely react from this point, like we said. And if it comes down lower, then it might react from here or this level. It might not come down lower. It might react from here, but it might react from here around this zone or somewhere around here, right? It might react from somewhere around here, because you can see I'm seeing something here too as well. So it might react from somewhere around there. Somewhere around here. So we just need to watch the charts and just keep a close eye on it and see what happens. So these are the levels we're going to be looking for our buys from, right? These are the levels we're going to be looking for our buys from. So simple as that. So let's see how this week goes. Definitely it's going to be a good one. So you guys have a wonderful trading week. Peace out, guys.